Yo, what is good, guys? Welcome back to BBN Network. Today is June 9th, 2020. We're going to get into our segment that we used to do, This Day in History. So we're going to play some music for the This Day in History segment. Okay, today's in 1877, the 11th Belmont, C. Holloway aboard Cloverbrook wins in 2 minutes and 46 seconds. 1901, the Giants got a record 31 hits to beat the Cincinnati Reds 25-13. That's crazy. Let's see. Do we have any more? Really anymore. So some good stuff on This Day in History segment. We'll get back on the track, and we're gonna play a video. Mark Stoops, the head football coach, on the Black Lives Matter protest. We're gonna play a video that he was interviewed by. So here is the video playing right now.
Just tell that it was a very difficult time for a lot of people, and it still is. And as I've told you earlier, as I made a statement earlier, generally speaking, for 7 years I play things pretty tight to the vest on issues, but not on this issue. Everybody has to get off the sideline and get in the game and be part of the solution. And that's just a fact. That's the way it is. And Black Lives Matter, and they matter to me a great deal. And
that was some great words that he said. All lives matter, for sure. Just because they're not your color, they're not your language, because they ain't from your country, doesn't mean that we should be going against them and making fun of them. That's not what the USA was made for. Now, we did have slaves, and we got rid of them. We got rid of the slave, like the Emancipation Proclamation, and it was a really hard time back then. And it kind of reminds you of when Martin Luther King was around. They were protesting, and they won. But this issue is far too great. The murder of George Floyd. We'll get into some brighter notes now. Oklahoma State is now on probation because they paid Cade Cunningham, I think. They got a postseason ban. They're on probation. I'm not sure why for, but Oklahoma State is supposed to be top next year. You see, I don't know why they got in trouble. What was the reason? I don't know if they paid him or not. I don't see. But that's bad. Eddie Sutton would probably be very disappointed. But he passed away a few weeks ago. But Oklahoma State, they were actually supposed to be top 25 start next year. And no, doesn't look like that's going to happen. But Oklahoma State is very I don't like them. I don't like Oklahoma State. I'm actually kind of for Tulsa because Tubby Smith used to coach there, Tulsa. Or I don't know if he coached there. He coached somewhere like that. But I like Tulsa. It's probably the best one. Oklahoma, for sure. But this is a key argument right here. You can argue about this all day. Kentucky's biggest rival, is it Tennessee or Louisville? Well, if you're talking about in-state rival, it'd definitely be Louisville, but I honestly think it's Tennessee. And my reason for Tennessee being the biggest rival is because we just argue too much. You had the comments last game when we played them at Rupp. You had this and that, and it just seems like Tennessee's probably the team besides Louisville. I think we play Tennessee more than we have Louisville too. So if it was in-state rival, it would be Louisville. But Tennessee's probably the overall biggest rival. Kentucky. Florida's went down kind of as rivals because we can beat them now. We were down 18 and came back and beat them. That was actually the last pregame show we had, the last game of the season. And then Auburn's kind of a new rivalry. They beat us, we beat them. I don't think LSU is, but if we ever play Duke again, we're not getting beat by 35. And they're going to be a rival at some point. North Carolina kind of a rival, I guess. But next topic. Why is ESPN and all these Sports Illustrated and all of them, why are they disrespecting Nick Richards? Nick Richards is all you want from a big man. Despise his shooting. He cannot shoot threes. So what? Anthony Davis can't really shoot threes. DeAndre Jordan can't shoot threes. Marcus Cousins ain't that good at threes. Let's see. Joel Embiid, he's terrible at threes. 3-point shooting ain't the big thing. This man right here, Nick Richards, he's a traditional center. And he's an all-around center, too. He can play. He shot mid-range last year. But they disrespect him. They don't even have him in the draft. Now, that's crazy. But I just don't get why they disrespect my man, Nick Richards. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. This is BBN Network. Welcome back to BBN Network. We actually got a recruitment that we could be getting. McCurr Maker, the brother of Thon Maker, I'm pretty sure. He's either going to go to the NBA or he's going to go to Kentucky. And he could be in the NBA if he goes to Kentucky, but I don't see him really being an NBA player if he goes to the NBA. And the reason why is because he's coming out of high school, and he's not a top player. Like, I could see Jalen Green going. I could see BJ Boston going, but McCurr Maker, I just don't really see him doing that. But I guess not. He'll go. He's probably going to go. The chances, really, out of 100, is probably about, it's very slim, probably 25%. 75%, or probably 65% he goes to the NBA, and 10% he goes to another team. But either way, he's not the big deal right now. We got our team. We got Olivier Sarr. Kentucky football returned yesterday for practices. It has to be a big break because today's June 9th. We entered breakdown March 13th. So it has been 2 months and 26 days. I'm pretty sure. That is a long time. And it's almost been 3 months. But they're finally getting back on. And they've been working out. And Kentucky football this year, we're going to make some odds at the end of the game. Or at the end of the place. We're going to make Kentucky football odds. We're going to do it every day we do a podcast. Kentucky basketball odds. And let's do the women's basketball odds. Because they're actually going to be pretty good. So that'll be at the end. Because I didn't have anything for the end because we don't have that much to talk about on here anymore. But Kentucky football, I have my record. Now, places like ESPN have us 6-6, 7-5. Let me just say this: this team, we didn't ever think Benny Snell, and then we go 10-3. This team right here, this team's going. This team might even make the SEC championship. If they win the championship, we might have our first ever college football playoffs. And that will be a heck of a time when we are talking about Atlanta making the playoffs. That would be a great time next year. It'd make up for all that we're missing right now. And then college basketball, Kentucky, just think about, we got the best transfer in the country, Olivier Sarr. We got B.J. Boston, top 5 player. We got Terrence Clark, top 10 player. We got Devin Askew. We got Davion Mintz. We got so many other guys. And we get disrespected 15th in the rankings. Really? I just want to say, did y'all do this 5 a.m. in the morning or 4 a.m. somewhere into the night? Because there is no way that Kentucky's going to be number 15. And it makes no sense. And I actually talked about that on KSR. I might play it sometime. But I just don't get it. I really don't. It's very annoying. But we need to get on the next topic. Cade Cunningham, the player for Oklahoma State, who is going to make them really good. He's probably going to transfer now since the band. Or he's not going to transfer, but he's going to leave. He's the number 1 basketball recruit. And let me read this Kentucky Sports Radio article that they had about him. Jack Program. Cade Cunningham was as close as you could get to committing on Kentucky's visit. Remember all that Kentucky buzz that came during and immediately following Cade Cunningham's official visit to Lexington back in October. This weekend, Corey Evans confirmed that the talk was legit. Instead of making his commitment official, though his family talked him into holding off on an abrupt decision, yes, he was as close as you could get to committing during the visit to Kentucky. But Cade Cunningham, he was almost a Kentucky player, and he might be, but the chances to him getting it is probably slim. I say 45% he goes to NBA. 2% he stays with Oklahoma State. The rest, it's 47%. 23% he goes to Kentucky. That's 70. 30% he goes to another team. But Kentucky is finalists for a JUCO player. Might be good. But we'll see when you get on the next argument. Oh yeah, Kansas got charged with like 3 level 1 violations. That's crazy because last time I checked, Kansas is one of the top teams in America. Well, Duke did the same thing, so with Zion Williamson. But Kansas paid Billy Preston, and he was not good at all. Like he left Kansas after that year, and he's bad. Like he didn't do anything in the NBA, but that's the NCAA for you, Kansas for you. They make dumb decisions, and that's why Kansas will never win a championship in the next few years, next 50 years probably. But well, it's gonna end the segment for today.